straightforward statement right there.
Yeah.
Like these people, their brains are broken. Absolutely broken.
Interestingly enough, The Gamer put up an article about Dr. Disrespect, and they reference Melanie's tweets, my tweets. They're trash talking Nick Merckx. Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I just put it in the chat.
Okay, let's check this out. I mean, hey, we're going a little long. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have going on here in real time. Have you read this yet, Vara?
I have not read it because it just went up 53 minutes ago, but I was sent it.
Why do so many influencers want to let Dr. Disrespect off the hook?
Nobody wants to. We just want other platforms and other people to also be held accountable for knowing this information. No one's trying to let him off the hook. It is a scummy fucking thing that he did.
This is amazing. Like, I don't know a single person who's like, let him off the hook. I think everyone's going, everyone is saying, how about
I don't think I even saw that from his like major followers that were like super, everybody was like disappointed and they were like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Well, let me just kind of see how long this is really quick.
It's kind of long, but Melanie's.
Go to Vara's part.
There's Melanie's and then there's a sad end. It's a sad end because that means that there was a victim. That's why there's a sad end. I would have rather it have been all false because that means there wouldn't have been a victim who went through something. That's why it's a sad end, because so many people wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and say innocent until proven guilty. And it's sad because he did it. And that means that there was somebody who was maybe taken advantage of. Again, we don't know the specifics, but something happened. That's why it's sad.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see kind of the response to this. Like how you can say something as simple as that color's black, that color's white, the sky is blue, and they'll argue with you that you didn't say that. You said the sky is green. How dare you? Right? Like, I don't know how much clearer people can say. The idea, like, gaming influencers have been deflecting since Dr. Disrespect statement. I don't know how you could hear Nick Merck's statement and hear that he was deflecting anything.
Yeah, no. He simply said, this is shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it. It's amazing to see the notes aside from this. Like, I don't know, like if they're labeling you, and by the way, this isn't, you can see issues that I'm having on the screen, but if they're labeling you, Vara, like, and they're calling you an istophobe, like, I would honestly, I would honestly look at because that's defamation. That 100% is defamation.
Yeah. Well, Melanie, unfortunately, has also been going through the same exact thing. They say in this article she makes right-wing gaming content, and she talks about how Jesus will save us from the locusts of the LGBT movement. And then Stacey Henley says, shifted the blame onto other women who dress provocatively on Twitch and claims she needed more context. I mean, Stacey Henley is doing her best to trash Melanie, to trash me, and it's fucking disgusting. These people, if they didn't have they are just generally awful individuals, and they have no standards at all whatsoever.
I mean,
right-wing gaming content that cracks me.
Yeah, what is that? Right.
Right-wing YouTubers who frequently make videos about trans people being groomers and about woke ideology is the biggest threat to your children have been flummoxed by this. Who has been flummoxed by this? I fail. It's like the Quartering put out his firm handshakes thing, and like, look,
he deleted that.
Right, and
well, that's when the tweet was edited and it didn't say minor.
Right. There's content. Once again, context is key. And this is the one thing that you see with these journalists, bloggers over and over again, is the idea that there's so much context that's left out of the idea, out of the story, which is insane. So, this is a tweet this morning from the Quartering. He says, there is zero evidence that Dr. Disrespect is that. Chatting in any kind of way is inappropriate way, in any of any inappropriate way with a minor is not okay, obviously, but words have meaning. The left pushes the pedo jacket in retaliation to Nick Merckx calling out their groomers. It's super clear. I don't understand like how you can read that and be like, well, he's really, what's the word that they use? They use the word flummoxed, right?
Yes.
That's a pretty straightforward statement right there.
Yeah.
Like these people, their brains are broken, absolutely broken. And it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you.
Well, they just want to paint a narrative, Craig.
Of course.
That's their job. Their job is to paint a narrative and make people like the Quartering or whoever else look bad. Like that's basically their entire job. So it doesn't really matter. Like if even like that's what I'm talking about with it's funny to see the reactions to what's happening because even with the Quartering, with the whole the firm handshake response, that was kind of a cringe response to something like that, at first, and then when he went and deleted it, people are just jumping down his throat, like, yeah, right, and people are posting that old school video of his that where he, when he used to work at Best Buy or whatever, and they're like calling him all sorts of stuff because that's the internet. The internet is just going to take whatever it is you say, even if you have a bad take or whatever, and they're never going to let you live that shit down. Because that's just the way it is. And especially these journals who make a living off of that shit. They're going to be like, we're going to hone in on you and like make money off of you. Because similarly to what, the Quartering does, bless his heart. Like, I understand he's one of the biggest grifters in the game. They do the same thing. They will use him to make money and get clicks.
Exactly.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Yep.
I struggle with what you're saying as I scroll down here and I see Doc's face everywhere. And then, oh, wait, there we go. There's 3 more articles written about him, right? Look, we all do it. Everybody here does it, including them, right?
Exactly.
There's a reason why Dr. Disrespect's face is on our thumbnail today.
Yep,
right?
and right there, no context. They talk about the Quartering replying firm handshakes. But again, he did that because the word minor was edited out. Absolutely no context from these hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it is crazy.
Oof.
It is crazy to see how broken these people are.
Yep.
And this further pushes home the idea of how there are normal people in the world, right? Normal men who watch this show who are not sucked in. They don't live in New York. They don't live in LA. They don't live in San Francisco. They don't live on either coast. And these are just normal people who live their life. But when you live in these highly metropolitan areas and you're surrounded by this nonsense, you live in a bubble. And anything outside of that bubble scares you.
Yes.
Scares you to hell. And that's what you're seeing right here, right? You're seeing this isn't what I'm used to. I don't know anything about this. And then on top of that, you add social media into it and your bubble gets thicker, right? And it's harder to break, which further just showcases the divide. Now, I'm not talking about not just in the country, just people in general. I have nothing in common with any of these people, And here's the reality, right? When you look at something, like I said, you live your life. You're an adult. You live your life. You live your best life. Go crazy, right? Who cares? And my statement, somebody was like, oh, you're the guy who said, leave kids alone, right? Because I say that too. I 100% stand by that. I stand by it in this situation too. As soon as you deal with kids, it's off. It's over. It's done. It's really simple. You live your best life. Just don't mess with kids. That's it. And I don't know how much more clear people can be. Wait for the facts. When the facts come out, there it is.
Exactly.
Don't become the news. If you're a content creator, don't do that to yourself. Stay away from the kids, guys.